Hello, Eleven Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. Welcome to NXT No Mercy. We have made it to the newest premium live event on the NXT calendar. No Mercy is here, and folks, I can hardly believe I'm saying this. We are starting with the following contest scheduled for one fall for the WWE Championship. As here is the man who won Ultimate X. All ego, Ethan Page. Ethan Page won Ultimate X last month at Worlds Collide, became the final X Division champion, and found the loophole in the contract for that matchup. As he invoked that clause to take on Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling making his way to the ring. Big matchup here tonight for him. It's his return after being out with injury for the last several weeks. Johnny Gargano ready for action. Gargano is back following the attack from Bronson Reed, and the WWE Championship is going to be on the line. As without any further ado, there it is, the WWE Championship being defended for the first time in the now, 14, almost 15-year history of NXT. 12-year history of NXT Black and Gold as we know it, in the early days of it becoming an actual wrestling developmental show and not a game show. This is the days of the Seth Rollins and the Roman Reigns came through, the Wyatt families. As the challenger, Ethan Page, gets ready. There is the champion, still taped up, still bruised up, still banged up. He is ready for this fight. Johnny Wrestling is here. It is a homecoming for Johnny Wrestling, to say the least. So, Ethan Page, Johnny Gargano. Here we go. As Ethan Page. Whoa, went for that roundhouse kick. Gargano went for an enziguri, and Ethan Page. Wait for it again now. Ethan Page goes for him. Gargano answering back. These two longtime friends. Ethan Page feels Johnny Gargano betrayed him back in 2022. Remember, Gargano at the end of the year had left WWE briefly. Ethan Page felt that Gargano betrayed him by not calling him at all. As these two just going strike for strike here. Is anyone going to actually land the first kick? Ethan Page is, as he kicks Gargano in the face. As Gargano... Oh, Ethan Page dropping the elbow right where that shoulder tape is on Johnny Wrestling. Page grabs onto him now, and Ethan Page slamming him down. Stomping that taped up arm of Gargano. Oh my God! Ethan Page targeting the injuries caused by Bronson Reed on Raw the last several weeks. Remember, the winner of this matchup will go to Armageddon in just 6 nights to defend that WWE Championship inside Hell in a Cell in the 6-man matchup against Moose, Bronson Reed, LA Knight, Karrion Kross, Oh, big elbow there from Johnny Wrestling. And Nick Aldis as well. As Johnny Gargano goes for the discus clothesline. Ethan Page swings around, kicking the ribs. Goes for the boot now, and Johnny with the elbow strike. Ethan Page pulls him in, and Ethan Page, double underhook, lifts him up. Johnny Gargano catching him though, and Gargano clothesline to Ethan Page, taking him down. It's Gargano knocking him back here, goes for the discus. Swinging wheel kick there from Ethan Page, grabs Gargano. Page with Gargano off the ropes, pops him up, back body drop, kicking him in the back. Ethan Page now drops the elbow on Gargano again, and again. And again! Ethan Page now grabbing onto him. Page goes for him. Gargano kicking the ribs down. Johnny Wrestling. Clothesline, knocking him down. Gargano. Down there now. Johnny Gargano's got him down. Gargano. Countered by Page. Counter for counter here. Gargano. Go. Ethan Page. Right hook. Gargano. Trading blows now are All Ego and Johnny Wrestling. As they chop one another back and forth. And oh! What a right hook from Ethan Page. As Ethan Page looks to become one of, if not the fastest rising star. Ethan Page hits the boot again. As now Gargano just trying to answer back. Hits him with a Hurricane Rana bursting out of the corner. And now Johnny Gargano goes for the drop kick. Ethan Page out of the way. A right hook into the back. Goes for another kick now. Johnny Gargano clotheslines him. Gargano now throws a super kick into the ribs, and Ethan Page grabs him. Page grabs onto him again. Another Uranagi to Gargano. As Ethan Page picks him back up now. Page with Johnny Wrestling up. And power slams him down into the cover on Johnny. One. No! Gargano kicks out at one. Does the WWE champ. Now Johnny Wrestling trying to answer back here. Ethan Page and Johnny Gargano wasting no time, throwing their strikes at one another. And Ethan Page just knocks him down again. Gargano trying to get in these strike fests with Ethan Page, and it's just not working out for him. As Page lifts him back up now, Ethan Page with Johnny Gargano off the ropes. Pops him up into another power slam. Page is just laying him out. Ethan Page going into the shoulder. Just repeatedly targeting that injured shoulder. Gargano wasn't cleared for nearly a month due to an injury on it, and he is trying his damnedest not to let Ethan Page take advantage of that. Gargano hits him with the enziguri again now, and Gargano rolls through. Ethan Page catching him. Back body drop, lands him on it again. Punch into the head now again. Ethan Page has got him down. Page. No, Gargano counters. Ethan Page countering. Gargano rolls through. Gargano double axe handle. And now Johnny trying to fight back into it finally. Johnny Gargano grabs him, rolls through, kick in the head. Page gets knocked in the corner. Johnny's got him now, and Johnny Wrestling scoops Ethan Page up on his shoulders for lawn dart. And Johnny Gargano trying to end this one quickly. Trying to put Ethan Page down for the count quick. Here we go. Sweet chin. Ethan Page caught him. And powerbomb. Ethan Page now grabs Johnny Gargano and takes him towards the ropes. Ethan Page now, what's he thinking here? Ethan Page bounces Gargano. Oh my god, just slammed Gargano's bad back and shoulder into the knee of All Ego. As Page puts him against the ropes now, and Ethan Page looks to hang him out to dry. Suplex again. Gargano goes down. Ethan Page grabbing onto him. Stomps the arm. And oh god. Stomps it again. Gargano trying to roll back to his feet. Ethan Page goes for the boot. Johnny Gargano. Here we go. Takes him down. Drops the elbow in the back now. Johnny Gargano starting to get back into it. Page getting back up to his feet. Gargano ducked. Page getting knocked back now. Johnny wrestling. Bringing the fight to all ego. Knocking him back towards the ropes. As Gargano grabs him now. And Johnny Gargano puts Ethan Page in the ropes. Johnny Gargano. Yo, right hook to Ethan Page. And again. And again, knocking him back. Ethan Page now. Gargano's got him. Up against the ropes again. And Johnny wrestling. Throws him through the ropes. Here we go. Gargano. Entering that Johnny takeover mode now. Oh, no! As Ethan Page lays him out. And Ethan Page coming back in the ring with a chair super kick. Johnny Gargano gets out of the way now. Ethan Page. Oh, no! Not again! This is how Ethan Page has been doing it for weeks. Someone's got to stop this crap. Ego's Edge. 1, 2. Gargano's not going quietly, though. Johnny Gargano stays in it. As Ethan Page slams him down again. He grabs onto him now. Ethan Page with Johnny Gargano up over his head. Drops him again. Gargano kicks him in the head, though, knocking him back here. Johnny Gargano drops the elbow on Ethan Page now, and Gargano grabs Ethan Page now, and Ethan Page countering. Puts Gargano in the corner now. Does Ethan. He's got Gargano on the top rope, and Ethan Page. Whoa, look at this. Drives him into the mat. Ethan Page has got the size advantage and the strength advantage right now. And he knows it. As he grabs Johnny Gargano again, and Ethan Page taking Johnny towards the corner, slams him head first into the turnbuckle. Gargano countering now, and Johnny Gargano. DDT! Causing some separation here. He's got all ego down. He drops the elbow now on ego. Ethan Page down now, and Ethan Page rolls out of the ring. Johnny Gargano. Here we go. Gargano hits the ropes, and Johnny. No! Crashes and burns again. Thanks to Ethan Page. As Ethan Page getting him back up to his feet. Sends Gargano into the apron. As Ethan Page knocking Gargano back with a right hook. Gargano staggers. Oh no. Ethan Page. Ego's Edge on the apron. Ethan Page. Ego's Edge on the apron. Referee at the count of 7. Ethan Page. Ethan Page is about to waltz right in to win the WWE Championship. Gargano with a jawbreaker. And now Johnny's got him, though. Johnny Gargano. Gargano escape. Gargano escape is in. Ethan Page is in trouble. Gargano's trying to wrench it in on him. He's pulling back with it. Ethan Page locked in tight. Johnny Wrestling's got it in. Trying to singe it back here is Gargano, but Ethan Page rolls it through with a knee strike. Right hook connects. Johnny knocked back again. As Ethan Page with a kick in the head. As he grabs Gargano before Gargano can escape the ring. Clothesline. Into another. Ethan Page now ducks him. Hits the ropes. Leaping clothesline to Gargano. Ethan's got him up now. Picking him back up to his feet. And Ethan Page goes for him again now. Gargano countering. Gargano. Clothesline. Puts him down. Johnny Gargano's got him down. Drops the elbow on Ethan Page now. And Johnny Gargano grabs the ropes. Springboard. Wait for the moonsault. Ethan Page out of the way. Ethan Page grabs him. Page with Gargano up. Powerbomb. Flips him back to his feet now. And Ethan Page with Johnny Gargano. Throws him over the top rope now, and Ethan Page. Oh, Gargano counters. And now Gargano hits the slingshot spear using the bad shoulder. Gargano now, here we go, tuning up the band for Sweet Chin Music. As he desperately starts crawling around Ethan Page, Gargano throws the arm over him in desperation. 1, 2, no, he got him! Johnny Gargano pulls it out. He got him. Ethan Page, I think when he hit that Ego's Edge on the apron, I think everyone thought it was over. But Johnny Gargano does it. Johnny Gargano retains. He is your winner. He is still your WWE champion. What a win for Johnny Gargano tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Bronson Reed's back. Bronson Reed's made the trip from Raw to NXT. As the Colossal One hurls Gargano out of the ring. And Bronson Reed is not finished with Johnny Gargano. As Reed power bombs him into the barricade. Slamming him into it again is Bronson as Reed grabs Gargano again, and Bronson Reed smashes him on the barricade. Someone's got to stop this, but what security can? I doubt Moose or anyone else is around to try and stop Bronson. This man went through the ring on Raw just a few nights ago. The ring imploded with this man hitting it, and he is just perfectly fine to come beat the hell out of Johnny Gargano 5 days later. It's Bronson Reed. Oh no, not again. Not again. Johnny Gargano trying to get out of the way. Oh my God, Reed still flattens him. Gargano may have won the battle with Ethan Page tonight, but Bronson Reed looks like he's going to win the war. Thank God Kevin Owens isn't here tonight. As Bronson Reed has got Johnny Gargano perfect position for if Owens were here to cash in Money in the Bank. Oh no, 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 no. Tsunami! Bronson Reed knew Johnny Gargano would be here tonight, and Reed is making a damn statement right now. As Bronson's going up. Tsunami! Oh no. And another one. You wanted to know why Gargano wasn't cleared the other day? This is why. Is Gargano even going to make it to Armageddon next week? A third tsunami. And these sickos in the crowd keep wanting more. And a fourth. Someone get a shovel. We gotta peel Johnny off the mat. Alright, well now it is time for some more championship action. As we've gotten Johnny Gargano taken to the back. He's gonna get loaded into a hospital, go to a am I allowed to call it a hospital nowadays, or is it still a local medical facility? Sorry, I just had to check. I just did a retro show. I wasn't sure what was still allowed. As it is a triple threat ladder match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Out first, the Rascalz, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz, making their way to the ring ready for action. A big match for these two tonight as they prepare for their shot at becoming the the NXT Tag Team Champions. Old habits die hard, seeing as these guys came from the now debunked TNA universe. That being said, TNA may be gone, but never forgotten, as we are doing TNA Sacrifice 2008 in the very near future as our next retro show. Don't forget. It's going to be a big month as we're here in October, the 5-year anniversary of the LS11 universe this month, and we got plenty of things to celebrate it. As here comes Speedball Mountain to the ring, the duo of Speedball Mike Bailey and Trent Seven, the mentor, making their way down to the ring. As Mike Bailey and Trent Seven make their way down to the ring. Mike Bailey looking for the first title in his LS11 career. Same can be said for Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz. Trent Seven, he's had quite the experience in LS11 Universe. Former NXT Tag Team Champion, former SmackDown Tag Team Champion, and the first LS11 NWA World Champion. As here come their opponents. Here come the champions representing the Forsaken. We saw one piece of gold leave the group last month at Worlds Collide when Matt Cardona managed to capture the North American Championship. But now tonight, the Gorillas of Destiny look to keep the NXT Tag Team titles in their grasp. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa have made their way to the ring. Triple threat ladder match about to go down. Who will leave this one with those NXT Tag Team titles? We're about to find out. Here we go. As Trent Seven and Zachary Wentz both going for ladders out of the gate. Mike Bailey left alone, 2-on-1 with the Gorillas of Destiny. Big slam there from Tonga Loa. Tama Tonga now. Oh, Poison Rana from Trey Miguel to Trent Seven as Tama Tonga swings Mike Bailey around. Lifting him up now, and stun gun taking him down. Mike Bailey now pops back up. Meteora taking down Tonga Loa. Goes for a clothesline to the infamous one as Tama Tonga is looking to end this one quickly. As Mike Bailey and Trent Seven now coming to the rescue. Gonna try and make sure the Gorillas don't take this one easily. As down goes Tama Tonga. Zachary Wentz gets knocked off the ladder now. Nice kick to Tonga Loa. It's Mike Bailey. Oh, taking down Zachary Wentz. And Trent Seven now all alone in the ring. Mike Bailey now knocking him back here. Mike Bailey rolls back into the ring. As here comes Tonga Loa and Speedball Mountain going up the ladder. Boom! Tonga Loa does something right for once. Knocks the ladder down with both members on it. Zachary Wentz grabs that ladder in hand now, setting it up. Mike Bailey and now Speedball Mountain going after. Knocking back Zachary Wentz. Big takedown there. Trey Miguel now coming in here, and Trey Miguel going after Trent Seven. Oh, wait a minute. Down goes everybody. Good to see 2K finally patched it where if someone grabs the belt, they don't automatically win. Out of the ring goes everybody. Whoa, Zachary Wentz takes a springboard, but nobody's home. Big back body drop there from Trent Seven. Zachary Wentz now. He's going up the ladder. Zachary Wentz looking to win it for the Rascalz as Tonga Loa. Oh, wait a minute. Trent Seven and Tama Tonga coming in now. Zachary Wentz. Mike Bailey now trying to push the ladder over, and he does. Down goes Zachary Wentz. Zachary Wentz is dangling there. As Wentz falls off the ladder onto Mike Bailey. And now Trey Miguel setting up a ladder. Sets up a ladder bridge outside the ring, and that is dangerous. We saw what happened to Axiom with one of those back at Cyber Sunday a few weeks ago. As the mosh pit around the ring continues, Zachary Wentz taking down Trent Seven. Tonga Loa has got Trey Miguel hung up. Tama Tonga grabbing a chair and looking to go after Mike Bailey with it. Hitting him with it repeatedly now. Mike Bailey's down. Big clothesline there from Tama Tonga. As Trey Miguel grabs Trent Seven, Hurricane Rana. As now Trey Miguel taking down Tama Tonga. Mike Bailey is down now. Tama Tonga hit with a chair. Big kick there from Bailey to Trey Miguel. Trey getting picked back up to his feet now. Mike Bailey grabs him. Mike Bailey. Wait a minute now. Grabbing the infamous Tonga Loa. Sends him in the corner. Big roundhouse kick. Mike Bailey takes down Tonga Loa for Ultima Weapon. As now Mike Bailey and Trey Miguel at the top of the ladder. Exchanging some strikes atop the ladder now. Big kick there from Mike Bailey. And now Speedball up at the top. Grabs the championship. Trying to unhook it. Trying to become NXT Tag Team Champion. But Trey Miguel's coming right back up after him. Tonga Loa's going after him now. And Tonga Loa pulling him down. Tama Tonga going after Mike Bailey. The Gorillas alone. Standing tall as here comes Zachary Wentz, and down goes Mike Bailey. Clothesline there from Trey Miguel. There are ladders all over the place right now. Miguel snapmare. Big drop kick there. Mike Bailey now, swinging wheel kick, knocks down Tonga Loa. DDT on the apron from Tama Tonga. Trey Miguel taking down Mike Bailey. Getting him back up to his feet now. Trey Miguel grabs Mike Bailey. Goes him across the ring. Mike Bailey counters Mike Bailey. Hang on a minute. Speedball. Takes down Trey Miguel now. And Ultima Weapon connects again. As look at this. Tama Tonga rolling cutter on the outside to Trent Seven. In the ring now comes Tonga Loa, who grabs a ladder. Tama Tonga right behind him. Zachary Wentz all alone. Gun stun from Tama. Elbow strikes now from Mike Bailey, trying to knock back Tonga Loa. Now Tonga Loa getting knocked back. Wait a minute. Trey Miguel knocking back Tama Tonga. As with no, wait a minute, Mike Bailey. Oh! Sent back first onto that ladder bridge. Trent Seven. Oh no. Trent Seven. Birminghammer. Tama Tonga goes up top, countered. Tonga Loa taking down Zachary Wentz. Out of the ring now goes Mike Bailey. Out of the ring goes Tonga Loa. Oh, what a big kick from Trey Miguel as Trent Seven now gets taken down. Trey Miguel's the only man standing. Stomping the arms, taking him down. But now everyone's rushing back into the ring except for Tonga Loa and Mike Bailey. Bailey rolls out of the way though. Now Mike Bailey, roundhouse kick. Trent Seven, Gotch style. Pile driver to Trey Miguel. Swinging kick from Zachary Wentz, similar to the 619. Out of the ring goes Trey Miguel. Zachary Wentz now taking care of Mike Bailey, who kips back up to his feet. Trent with that huge 7-star lariat. Mike Bailey now goes up to the top rope, and Mike Bailey taking out Trey Miguel with a ladder bridge. And now G.O.D. are all alone. But Mike Bailey's coming to the rescue. Mike Bailey throws a roundhouse kick, taking down Tama Tonga. Knee strike to Tonga Loa. Trey Miguel trying to get back into the ring. Trey Miguel's back in. Trent Seven pulls down the titles. Mike Bailey played recon, played defense, and your winners. We got new NXT Tag Team Champions. The unexpected duo have done it. We have got new tag champs as the Gorillas have been defeated for the gold. Your winners and new NXT Tag Team Champions, Trent Seven, Mike Bailey, Speedball, Mountain with the victory. That is only our second matchup of the night here at No Mercy. More action is to come. All right, coming up next here at No Mercy is the NXT North American Women's Championship. As here comes the challenger and the former NXT Women's North American Champion, Giulia, to the ring. She was the inaugural champion for this title back at Stand and Deliver, where she beat Soul Ruca to become the inaugural champion. As Giulia marches down to the ring. Will she be able to reclaim the championship tonight? We're about to find out. As here is the champion. Here comes Killer Kelly. Killer Kelly making her way down to the ring, ready for action here tonight. Ready to defend the title against the woman she took it from. So, there it is. Women's North American title. This is only our third matchup of the evening. Will Killer Kelly be able to take down the woman that she, in some people's eyes, stole the title from? Or will she be able to fight off Giulia on her own one-on-one? Here we go. As they lock up, Giulia grabs a hold of her. Hooks the arms of Killer Kelly now. Lifts her up. Killer Kelly finds the counter. Clothesline, knocking her off her feet. Now Killer Kelly running the ropes here. Big boot from Giulia, taking her off her feet now. Now Giulia grabs Killer Kelly, throws her into the corner. Right hook connects now. Goes for another one, countered. Killer Kelly knocking her back and taking her down to the legs. Coming back in now, Giulia, big running shoulder block, knocks her down. Goes for a kick, nobody home. Back to her feet now, grabs a hold of her, kicking the ribs again now, and Giulia's got her. Giulia swings her around. Hammerlock DDT connects to Killer Kelly. Kelly goes down, right hook connects now to Giulia. Big forearm strike now, knocks her back. Big forearm again, comes back in. Bulldog, knocking her off her feet. Hits the ropes now and kicks her in the face. Comes onto her, getting her back up again now. Now Killer Kelly. Forearm strike into a chop, firing back at her again. Another chop. Headbutt, taking her down, getting her back up. Again, getting her back up. And one more for good measure. Killer Kelly gets her back up to her feet, kicking her in the ribs now. Giulia grabs onto her, though, and Giulia throws her off the ropes, pulls her in. Wheelbarrow, German suplex. Knocks her off her feet. Forearm strike. Headbutt. No. Counter into an uppercut, and Killer Kelly's got her. Here we go. Kelly with Death Valley Driver. Into a cover now. Killer Kelly for the 1, 2. No! Giulia stays in it. As now Killer Kelly picking her back up to her feet. Forearm strike into a chop. Knocking her back here. Knocks her back again. Big kick there from Killer Kelly. As Giulia pulling herself back up to her feet now. And Giulia. Here we go. Sent into the ropes. Big knee strike there. Killer Kelly. Hits her with another one. And sweeps the leg. Grabs onto her now into ground and pound. Killer Kelly firing away at her now. Slapping her in the face for good measure. Gets her back up to her feet now. Killer Kelly. Forearm strike connects to Giulia. Giulia's got a hold of her now. Pulls her in. Into a pump handle. Lifts her up. And slams her down. Into a cover now. Hooks the leg of the champion. Killer Kelly gets the shoulders up, though. And now Giulia hits her. Drops her on her head. That's how she won the title. 1, 2. No! As Giulia has got Killer Kelly down. Giulia goes up to the top rope. And Giulia gonna look to fly here. Looking to come off the top. Went for a missile drop kick. Killer Kelly out of the way. Killer Kelly grabs her. Pulls her in. Killer Kelly looking for the submission. Locking it in. Wraps the legs around the midsection now of Giulia. Killer Kelly trying to force the submission now. Giulia in deep trouble. We've seen one title retained tonight. One title change hands. We're 50-50 so far. Which way is this one going to swing? We're going to find out. As Killer Kelly is wrenching it in as tight as she can here on Giulia. As there's a massive elbow. Grabs a hold of her now, and Giulia sends her off the ropes. Went for the boot. Missed her, though. Killer Kelly caught the ropes, though, and Killer Kelly taking out the legs again. Killer Kelly picking her back up to her feet now. Killer Kelly grabs Giulia, pulls her in. Killer Kelly throws Giulia into the corner. And big boot there from Killer Kelly. Getting her back up to her feet now. Killer Kelly went for an overhand chop. Big punch there from Giulia. Grabs onto her now. Giulia's got her, and Giulia body drop again. Goes in for a diving knee drop. Nobody home. Killer Kelly. Overhand chop to Giulia. Giulia answers back with a slap of her own. These open hand knife edge chops now going back and forth. Kelly is chopping her. Giulia is just punching the hell out of her. That strong style from Japan. Showing through from Giulia. A standout star in both Stardom and Marigold. Giulia now knocking her back. Killer Kelly chops her back. Giulia punches her. Killer Kelly throws another chop, but Giulia getting the better of her again. And now they are both swinging for the fences. Oh, and Killer Kelly getting the better of it. Headbutt. Lifts her back up. Referee only at the count of 4. It's Killer Kelly taking her down now. Getting her back up to her feet here. 5 count. And throws her into the barricade. Getting her back up to her feet here. Killer Kelly. 6 count. Throwing her back into the ring. As now Giulia clotheslines her. Into another one. Giulia coming in now. Big drop kick. Taking her down. Into a cover again now. Giulia cover on Killer Kelly for the 1, 2. No! She's got her down now. Killer Kelly is down. Giulia. Big kick there, knocking her back. Giulia pulls her in now, and Giulia with Killer Kelly. Pulls her in. Killer Kelly takes her down. As Killer Kelly runs in. They collide. Shoulders into one another. Forearm strikes now. Giulia with a big headbutt there. Headbutt knocks her down again. As now Giulia grabs onto her now, and Giulia, knee off the jaw of Killer Kelly into a cover now. 1, 2, no! Giulia gets caught though. Killer Kelly taking her down. Cover. 1, 2, no! Nearly managed to pull away with it though. As Killer Kelly grabs her now, kicking to the back of Giulia. Kelly getting her back up to her feet here. Killer Kelly with Giulia. Forearm strike, knocking her back now. Coming off the ropes, and Giulia's caught her. Giulia spiking her on her head. Cover for the title. 1, 2, no! Nearly captured the win. Nearly reclaimed the gold. Did Giulia. Killer Kelly with a massive German suplex. As Killer Kelly looking to use the same strategy Ethan Page tried to employ earlier. She's got that turnbuckle exposed, but Giulia uses it against her. Giulia putting the boots to her, though, as Killer Kelly retreats onto the bottom rope. Giulia with a knee drop onto the champion. Killer Kelly's down. Giulia standing over her here. As Giulia goes for a kick, and Killer Kelly gets run over with a shoulder block. Big kick there from Killer Kelly. As Kelly now. What is Killer Kelly thinking here? 2K, make the announce table cover a weapon. Don't let it just vanish into the abyss. Just a suggestion for 2K25, you know. As an octopus stretch now from Giulia, referee at the count of 7. Drop toe hold taking her down. 8 count. Back into the ring goes Killer Kelly. Now Kelly coming off the ropes. Bulldog knocks her down. Killer Kelly. Dumps Giulia over the top rope. As the referee taking care of that turnbuckle. Giulia now grabbed by Killer Kelly, and now Killer Kelly's got her. Puts her on the rope, puts her on the announce table now. She's got her up on the table. As Killer Kelly goes up onto the table with her now, and Killer Kelly goes for a kick. Nobody home. Giulia countered. Killer Kelly kicks her in the ribs, and Brain Buster through the table. And Killer Kelly just said, I win. Death Valley Driver on the monitors. As Killer Kelly slides back into the ring, rolling Giulia over. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Killer Kelly with the win. Killer Kelly taking down Giulia. Massive victory there for the NXT Women's North American Champion. Killer Kelly with the win. We got plenty more coming up here at No Mercy. Up next, it's going to be title versus career. All right, up next, folks, the following contest set for one fall is a title versus career match. As here comes the legend. Meiko Satomura. The legend from Japan making her way down to the ring tonight. She said she plans to end her career this year, but right now she either goes out on her own terms by winning the NXT Women's title, or she goes into retirement quietly with a loss. As here comes the champion. As here is the leader of the Fatal Influence, the NXT Women's Champion, Fallon Henley. Making our way down to the ring, looking to saddle up and go tonight and send the legend into retirement. This is a huge defense for Fallon Henley, the woman who unified the NXT and TNA Knockouts titles. The NXT Women's title, the TNA Knockouts title specifically. As it is Meiko Satomura, the challenger. And the champion, Fallon Henley. So, the legendary Meiko Satomura against the young champion, Fallon Henley. Here we go. Meiko started out with big kicks now, grabs onto her, pulls her in. Northern Lights taking her down. Fallon goes down now. Meiko goes for the elbow. Fallon Henley out of the way. Fallon Henley grabs onto her now, taking her down into ground and pound. Fallon Henley knocking her off her feet there is now Fallon. Runs in, gets caught, arm snap by Meiko, knocking her down. Big roundhouse kick as well. Meiko Satomura goes for a right hook. Big running uppercut there from Fallon Henley. As Fallon Henley now comes off the ropes. Goes for a chop. Meiko sidesteps, knee strike. Meiko Satomura knocking her off her feet there with a big strike. Meiko turns her over now as Meiko Satomura grabs the champion, rolling her over now, and Meiko knee into the arm. Meiko's got a hold of her now as Meiko Satomura has Fallon Henley, and Fallon Henley pulling herself back up to her feet here, grabs onto her. Strike, knocking her back. Drop kick, knocks her down. And goes for a senton. Nobody home. Cover. One, no. Off the ropes now as Meiko goes for Fallon counters, clothesline. Meiko Satomura pulling herself up in the corner now. Fallon Henley. Big forearm strike, knocking her down. Henley's got her down now. Fallon Henley. Oh, a big crossbody there. Didn't quite get all of it, though. Suffered a bit of damage on her own part there on the way down. As they say, it's not the falling that hurts. It's the sudden stop at the end. Suplex from Meiko Satomura. Goes for a kick now. Fallon Henley gets caught. Hip toss connects. Pulling back up in, and now Bulldog from the champion. Into a cover now. Fallon's got her down. Cover for the 1, 2. No. Fallon getting her back up to her feet now. Firing away at her here. Kicks her in the ribs. Knocking her back now. Fallon Henley now comes off the ropes and clothesline. Knocking Meiko out of the ring. As the referee begins the count. Fallon will gladly take the count out win here if she can. As Meiko Satomura re-enters the ring. Oh, what a chop block there. Fallon rolls out of the ring now as Meiko goes up to the top rope. Meiko Satomura. Diving missile drop kick. Getting her back up to her feet now as Meiko into the Pele kick. Knocking her down here. Fallon is down, possibly out for the count. For the count of 3 now as there's double knees from Meiko. Getting her back up to her feet now. Meiko Satomura. Fallon Henley grabs her. Fallon throws her in the barricade. At the count of 6 as DDT on the floor. 7 count. Back in the ring at 8. Both women back in now. Meiko standing on the hand of Fallon Henley now. Has her down. What is Meiko Satomura thinking here, Meiko? There's the big kick into the back of the head of the champion. Rolling Fallon Henley over now. Fallon's down. 1, 2. No! Meiko Satomura nearly becomes the NXT Women's Champ. There's a big uppercut there. Kicking the ribs now from Fallon, and Fallon Henley with a right hook. Starting to get the better of the legend here. As now Meiko with a chop. Fallon Henley answers back. Meiko. Chop of her own. Counter for counter now. As one of these two is going to have to get the best of the other. Which one's it going to be, though? We're going to find out. Another chop. Counter for counter now. Countered. Right hook connects. And Fallon Henley with a drop kick. Knocking her down. Grabs onto Meiko Satomura now. Fallon Henley grabs onto her. Throwing her across the ring. Off the ropes now. And arm drag taking her down. Back down into a Thez press again goes Fallon Henley. Meiko's got her up on her shoulders now, and Meiko with Valley Driver. Into a cover now on Fallon Henley. 1, 2. No! Nearly gets her. Nearly wins the title now. As Meiko coming back in. Goes for a kick. Fallon Henley rolls through. Henley now gets the kick. Fallon Henley. Shining Wizard. And now Fallon Henley to end the Legend's career. Cover 1. No! Meiko kicks out of Fallon's best shot at 1. As Fallon goes for the drop kick. Meiko with a roundhouse kick into the head. Meiko Satomura picking her back up to her feet now. And Meiko with Fallon Henley into the corner now. Satomura, no. Fallon Henley out of the way. Fallon Henley goes for countered. Satomura, right hook connects now. And Satomura caught into a clothesline by Henley now as Fallon Henley kicks her down. And Fallon kicking to the ribs. Goes for another kick now. Meiko coming in. Goes for the shoulder block. Kick there from Fallon now as Meiko grabs her. Taking out the arm. And goes for the Enziguri now. Fallon Henley back down in the Thez press on the Legend. Meiko's down now as Fallon Henley. Off the ropes now. Fallon, no. Meiko out of the way. Satomura knocks her back. Satomura with a bulldog taking her down. Meiko now, big knee strike. Roundhouse kick takes her down. Satomura looking to finish the job now to become NXT Women's Champion. Fallon countering again. Fallon Henley answering back. She knocks her off the turnbuckle here. Big kick there now as Meiko firing away with kicks. Has her down now, Matt. Meiko Satomura now grabs Fallon Henley and drops the elbow. Fallon Henley goes out of the ring now. Meiko Satomura following after her. Big kick there. As now these two getting into another strike fest on the outside of the ring. Fallon Henley has everything to prove tonight. Meiko Satomura has everything to lose tonight. It's Fallon Henley starting to get the early advantage now. Meiko answering back. Fallon knocking her back. Meiko throws the punch. Fallon. Meiko Satomura. These two just throwing stiff strikes. And Meiko Satomura is the one to get the better of it. Right hand connects now. Ducks her. Hits the Pele kick on the floor again. Both women down. For the count of 5. Well, we were in a normal match. Meiko Satomura might be the NXT Women's Champion right about now. She's got to get that dead weight of Fallon and hoist her back into the ring. Count of 8. And as the referee's about to count 9, Meiko Satomura is back in the ring. Hitting her with a drop kick to the side of the head. Fallon with a right hook now. Counter for counter, goes to the forearm. Meiko swings her around. Meiko, here we go again. Meiko Satomura now pulls her in. Meiko knee strikes. And again, and again, and again. It's Fallon Henley coming back in. Nobody home. Fallon Henley, roundhouse kick, knocking her down. Taking her back up to her feet now. Meiko grabbing a hold of Fallon. Throws her into the corner now. Meiko Satomura. Gets her with a kick now. And Meiko firing away with stiff strikes on Fallon. Uppercut again, taking her down. Satomura now. It's now Meiko with Fallon off the ropes. Meiko Satomura. Whoa, countered. The NXT Women's Champ answers back. Kicks her in the ribs. Shining Wizard a second time. Both women down. Fallon draping herself into the cover now. On Meiko. 1, 2. No! As now Fallon Henley looking to go to the Ethan Page playbook here. Fallon's looking to get herself disqualified. Is the referee even going to be able to do anything about it? Meiko's telling her take the swing. And the referee stopping her. As Fallon. Whoa! Meiko! Saw the brass knuckles that cost Naomi the title coming. Meiko rolls her through. 1, 2. No! Meiko Satomura went for it. Fallon Henley out of the way. Fallon Henley. Clothesline. Counter for counter now. Meiko's coming in. Fallon. Knee strike now. Meiko. Knee strike of her own. It's Fallon throws the punch. Meiko. Fallon. Everything she's throwing at the final boss right now isn't working. Roundhouse kick. from Satomura has her down. Meiko Satomura letting out a powerful battle cry there as now Meiko. It's make or break right now. It is all or nothing. Death Valley Driver. As she grabs Fallon for a second. And now Meiko Satomura picking the NXT Women's Champion up. Says it's over. Thanks for everything you did as champ. Satomura looking for one more. No! Henley with a drop kick. Meiko goes for the chop block. Fallon with a kick in the face. And now Fallon Henley picking her back up to her feet. Henley grabs her. Fallon Henley throws her across the ring into the corner. Fallon Henley. Big hip attack. Into Bulldog. Takes her down. Meiko's face bouncing off the mat. Fallon Henley's got her now. And Fallon Henley kicks her. Shining Wizard. Both women down again. It's Fallon Henley using the ropes to pull herself up. Meiko Satomura says, do it. Satomura goes for the shoulder block. Fallon Henley kicks her for one more. Shining Wizard. As the NXT Women's Champ throws the arm over Satomura. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, it's all over. Fallon Henley, no need for the help of Fatal Influence. No influence from the Fatal Influence on that one. Meiko Satomura will go into retirement. Fallon Henley goes down as still NXT Women's Champ. We got more coming up right now. No mercy. Massive win there for Fallon Henley. No mercy continues right now. All right, up next here on No Mercy, it's one of our final 3 matches of the evening. It is time for the North American Championship. As here comes the high-flying young OG, Javon Evans. Javon Evans makes his way down to the ring, a chance tonight to win his first championship of the Oz 11 Universe. As now here comes the NXT North American Champion. He's going into this one all alone. He's the new NXT DOA. Santino has banned the major players from ringside tonight. As here is the Deathmatch King, the NXT North American Champion, showing little respect for the title as well. Matt Cardona making his way to the ring. So, Cardona ready to defend the North American title against the young OG Javon Evans. This is Cardona's first big NXT solo premium live event, other than, the two Worlds Collide events he did. So now it is Cardona and Evans. Javon Evans getting this big opportunity tonight. So, Cardona and Evans one-on-one. Here we go. Javon grabs onto him now as Javon Evans. Taking Cardona towards the ropes now, and Javon Evans grabs a hold of him, pulls him in. Javon with Cardona. Cardona now countered, and Javon Evans starting off with a big arm drag there. Matt Cardona caught off guard by it. Javon grabs him now. Javon Evans knocks him into the referee, hits the ropes. Javon with a bulldog. Javon Evans looking to make this one quick tonight. As Cardona tries to answer back, Evans caught him there with a big kick. Goes for a stomp, nobody home. Grabs onto him now, and Javon Evans throwing off the turnbuckle, takes him down. Matt Cardona drops the elbow on him. Grabs a hold of him, getting him back up to his feet now, and Cardona kick to the ribs of Javon Evans now, chopping away, shoves him back into the corner. Kicks him into the ribs now, and now Cardona taking him down. Drops the elbow into the back now, knocking him down again. Cardona getting Javon back up to his feet now, kicks him in the ribs. Matt Cardona, big chop again. Comes off the ropes now, and Javon, they collide. Javon Evans grabs a hold of him. You're really going to get a chance to see what the young OG is all about tonight. His big breakout match was about a year ago now, almost. Towards the third quarter of season 4 or season 5, excuse me, not long after his debut. He was in the Iron Survivor match against Dijak, Tony D'Angelo, Shinsuke Nakamura, and I believe the fourth man in there along with them. I may not actually remember. I'm going to be honest with you. Tyler Bate, that was the other one. Cardona bounces off the announce table. It was the night that Jimmy Uso became the NXT champion. Javon Evans was crowned the Iron Survivor. It gave him the match with Axiom at Stand and Deliver earlier this year, the very end of Season 5. And it led to an incredible breakout match for Evans as a singles competitor. As now he's in here and he's taking the fight to Matt Cardona. Cardona goes down now, and now Matt Cardona sends him back into the ring. Matt Cardona kicking the ribs, knocks him back now, and now Matt Cardona ducked by Evans now, and Javon Evans. Big kick there, taking him down. Right hook, turns him around now, and Javon Evans grabs Cardona. Cardona countering. As Matt Cardona pulls him in now. Matt Cardona, small package on Javon. Takes him down now for the one. No, Javon Evans kicks out. Now Cardona runs in, but Javon taking him down. Crucifix takedown. Cardona rolling back to his feet. Right hook connects now. Grabs a hold of him now, and now Matt Cardona's caught. Kicked in the head by Javon Evans. Into a cover now. He's got him down. 1, 2. Kick out from Cardona. As Cardona pulling himself up in the corner now. Grabs a hold of him again. Countered. Cardona knocks him back now as Cardona. Big running clothesline taking him down. Into another forearm now. Matt Cardona's down. Got him down. Javon Evans now. Float over by Cardona. DDT from the Deathmatch King as he grabs onto Javon now. And no, Javon Evans countering. Evans grabs onto him now, and Javon Evans throws him off the ropes, ducks him, and big kick into the head, taking him down. Cardona's now down. Cardona kicked on the ribs by Javon. Javon getting him back up to his feet now. Javon, big roundhouse kick connects. Pulls him over with a kick now. He's got him down. Javon Evans goes up to the top rope. And Javon, here we go. Goes for that moonsault. Cardona out of the way. Cardona. No. Gets caught. Javon. Blue Thunder Bomb. 1, 2. Kick out from Cardona. Javon now going up top again. Javon Evans. Gonna try a second time. Goes for the moonsault. Matt Cardona out of the way. Cardona's got him again. Small package. Cardona's got Javon Evans down. 1. No. Javon Evans kicks out. It's now Javon Evans rolling out of the ring, and Matt Cardona. Let's see if they can hear. Cardona hits the ropes, and Matt Cardona dives out onto Evans. Javon Evans goes down now as Matt Cardona kicking the head. And again, knocks him down. Cardona now getting back up to his feet. Gets caught now, and Javon Evans throws him across the ring into the barricade. At the count of 4 now is Cardona. Whoa, he catches Javon before Javon can springboard onto him. And Cardona kicks the legs. And now Matt Cardona goes down, ground and pound on Javon. Cardona grabs onto him now, and Cardona grabs Javon, throws him into the barricade. Grabs a hold of him again now. Oh, and he throws him into it again. Grabs a hold of him now, gets him back up to his feet. Matt Cardona with Javon Evans one more time. Throws him into the barricade again. Cardona becoming vicious now against Evans, as Matt Cardona looks to stop Javon Evans from becoming the youngest North American champion in history. He's only, like, 21, 22, something like that? If even. It's annoying how young he is. Whoa, he counters radio silence. Javon's got a hold of him now, pulls him in, countered. Matt Cardona kicking the ribs now as Matt Cardona caught with a clothesline. Into a back elbow now, and Javon Evans with Cardona counters him, throws him across the ring, into the corner. Evans slides through, headbutt off the turnbuckle, kick to the head from Javon. Now he's got Cardona in trouble. Javon Evans, leaping clothesline to Matt Cardona. Into a cover now. Javon Evans has him down for the 1, 2, no! Up on the top rope now goes Matt Cardona. Javon Evans kicks back. Cardona, radio silence. 1, 2, no! Cardona hits his best shot, and Javon Evans kicked out. So Cardona now hoisting himself up to the top rope, and Cardona hits the elbow drop. 1, 2, no! It's now Javon Evans' big shot there to Cardona, pulls him in, snapmare, knocking him down, and drop kicks him in the head. Cardona now a kick to the head of his own to Javon now as Cardona down in the ground and pound, taking him down again. Cardona's got him. Picks him back up to his feet now, and now Javon Evans, I mean, he grew up watching Matt Cardona in the midst of the Ryder Revolution when Zack Ryder was the top guy, was the most beloved man in all of professional wrestling. And now to see this twisted man Matt Cardona has become since as he's put it, the death of Zack Ryder. As Cardona now gets into a strike fest against Javon Evans. Cardona's got the size advantage here. Chop there from Cardona, and Javon Evans now. Oh, he's got him now, and here we go. Javon Evans trying to get the better of him. It's Javon Evans now. The young OG is firing back, and Matt Cardona caught with a massive kick. Cardona now pulling himself up into the corner. Matt Cardona's in trouble. Javon Evans headbutts him into the turnbuckle. And Javon now has got a hold of him. Javon Evans. Here we go. Off the turnbuckle. Massive lariat. Snapmare. And... oh, a big jumping neck breaker to Cardona. Javon Evans now goes to the top. Javon. Oh, what a sharp elbow from Cardona. Javon Evans goes down. Matt Cardona getting him back up to his feet now as Matt Cardona swings Javon Evans around now, and Cardona double axe handle. Bounces him off of it, grabs onto him, and Cardona, massive German suplex, folds Evans like an accordion. It's Cardona putting a boot on the back of the head, stomps it. It's Cardona now, kicks him in the head. And again, he's got him back to his feet now. Cardona kicks him in the ribs, pulls him in, goes over the top rope now. Matt Cardona, uses the ropes to choke him. As Javon Evans rolls into the bottom rope, and Matt Cardona grabs onto him now. Matt Cardona grabs him and throws him into the barricade. Back up to his feet. And into the barricade again. He's got him back up now. And now Matt Cardona with Javon Evans. Back into the ring again. Cardona's got him down. Matt Cardona going up to the top. Cardona. Elbow drop again. As Cardona looks Javon in the eyes and essentially says, I win. Radio silence. As Javon Evans is staggering to his feet, and Cardona hits him with one more. 1, 2, 3. Matt Cardona retains the NXT North American Championship. A massive victory there for Matt Cardona. The North American champ with the win. It took 3 to put him down, though. And that last one had some stink on it as well, when Cardona got that leap in there. Your winner, and still NXT North American champion, Matt Cardona. All right, coming up next, our second to last matchup of the evening. It is the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Is out first with a new mod made by Joe Mashup. Same for the surfboard. Both are mods. It is Soul Ruca making her way down to the ring. The Cali girl herself, wasting no time sprinting down to the ring. A high flyer, a fan favorite. She shows off the custom-made surfboard a little bit. NXT Women's Tag title hung around her waist. Big matchup here tonight for Soul. Of course, she won those titles alongside Kelani back at the Great American Bash just a few weeks ago. Unified the titles with the TNA Knockouts tag titles as well, as now her tag team partner. Here she comes, her tag partner, the high-flying and exciting, like a superhero come to life, Kelani Jordan, making her way down to the ring. Soul Ruca and Kelani Jordan found themselves aligning against Toxic Attraction before they became Fatal Influence not long ago, and that they got the shock victory back at the Great American Bash, leading to this rematch tonight that came about from Toxic Attraction. I'm calling them Toxic Attraction, it's just the two of them. It's factually correct. It's really only Fatal Influence if it's more than just JC and GG. But anyways, came together against Toxic Attraction, got the shock win. This matchup has come about due to Toxic Attraction's victory over Spitfire just a few weeks ago. As here come their opponents. The challengers representing the Fatal Influence. And wouldn't you know, this time around, they got the right entrance. The duo of JC Jane and GG Dolan. Toxic Attraction. A subgroup of the Fatal Influence, as you see there. JC. Well, I was going to say JC, the one in the hat, but they both have hats. JC, the one with the darker hair. GG, the fiery redhead with the yellow rose. Nice little shout out to an old friend of theirs. As the Fatal Influence look to gain more gold. Fallon Henley retiring Meiko Satomura earlier tonight. I've been told Fallon's going to be presented with a new NXT Women's Championship on Tuesday. Before you ask, no, Tuesday is currently not set to be a premiere episode of NXT. There are the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. So, without any further ado, GG Dolan and Soul Ruca starting us out. Here we go. Soul Ruca coming in, gets caught. GG Dolan grabs her. Dolan throws her into the corner now. Dolan, big hip attack. Tag made now. JC Jane is in. As JC Jane now has her down in the corner. And JC Jane, big right hook connects. Big chop. Forearm strike. Knocking her down. Soul goes down. Everything in this matchup you see is a mod when it comes to competitors, unless these are the default attires for JC and GG in the game. You know what I mean? Anyone who's not in the base game is a mod. Kelani is by Bia, aka Your Favorite Trash. And Soul made by Joe Mashups, as was the surfboard you saw in the entrance. As now Soul Ruca knocking back. JC Jane grabs her again and swinging around for another head scissor, taking her down. It's the ropes, and big splash takes her down again into a cover now. Has her down, cover for the one. No! Getting her back up to her feet now. Oh, turns her attention to GG Dolan there. Super kicking the throws at JC Jane, but JC Jane grabs her now, and JC taking Soul towards the ropes here. Kicks her in the ribs now, and JC Jane, oh, putting a boot to Soul Ruca in the ropes here, trying to take her down here, choking her with her foot in the ropes, taking her down. Goes towards the corner. Tag made. GG Dolan is in. Now Dolan comes in. Soul Ruca counters it into a Spanish fly. Great counter there from the Surfer. As Soul grabs onto her now, and Soul Ruca, no, countered. Into the corner. Big hip attack. GG Dolan takes her down and rolls through. Goes for the kick. Nobody home. Kick there from Soul. As Soul tags in Kelani now, and Kelani Jordan looking to show that nobody doesn't like Lonnie. I thought she was going to go for a big dive over the top rope. But instead, she just dives into a crossbody from the top rope. Kelani getting her back up to her feet here. Forearm strike into another one. Bring the count of 2. As back into the ring goes Kelani Jordan. 4 count. She runs at Soul Ruca, or she runs at Gigi Dolan, who gets back into the ring, kicking the knee. Firing back at her now, spinning wheel kick. Grabs onto her, pulls her in now, and taking her down. Tag made. JC Jane is in. Yes, Kelani Jordan stumbling, trying to get back up to her feet now. JC Jane now pulls her in, sends her off the ropes, ducks her. And no, countered by Kelani Jordan. As Kelani now grabs onto her, throws her into the corner. Tag made, Soul Ruca in. And now Soul Ruca and Kelani Jordan. Here we go, the tag champs looking for a double hip toss. As out of the ring goes JC Jane. And Soul Ruca. Oh, just showing off with that one. As she does it again, just to simply challenge JC to get back into the ring. Now Soul Ruca runs for the ropes. Gets caught by JC though, and JC Jane grabs her, slams her down by the back of the head. JC coming off the ropes now, and hits a splash on her. Coming in again now, JC Jane grabs onto her, and JC Jane snapmare comes off the ropes, and goes for a kick. Soul Ruca rolls her through, and now Soul Ruca with a forearm strike. She grabs onto her now, and Soul Ruca grabs JC Jane. Rolls her through into a cover now. Soul for the 1. No. JC Jane countering it. JC Jane. No. Soul counters. 1. No. Counter. 1. No. Kick out. Grabs a hold of her now as JC Jane. Snapmare takes down Soul Ruca. Hits the ropes. And big penalty shot from JC Jane. Grabs onto her now. Does JC. As she throws Soul off the ropes, ducks her. And they collide. Clothesline there from JC Jane to Soul Ruca. Gets her back up to her feet now. Pulls her in, and now JC Jane with Soul Ruca. In the corner of Fatal Influence. If I called them Fatal Attraction this time, it technically wouldn't be wrong. I'm just saying. Arm drag there to Soul Ruca now as JC Jane goes into a cover. Kick out from Soul. Grabs onto her now, does JC Jane, throws her into the corner. Big elbow strike there from Soul. Soul Ruca now. Grabs her by the head, and Soul Ruca with JC Jane taking her down. As Gigi Dolan is back in, and Soul Ruca, I don't know if she saw the tag. Soul Snatcher! She redirected, and she got Gigi Dolan with it instead, too! Saved by JC Jane. Soul throws a drop kick at JC. That Soul Snatcher was meant for JC Jane, who made the save for Gigi Dolan. As Soul Ruca taking out JC Jane, and Gigi Dolan now grabs her. Side Russian leg sweep. Ties her up now into a submission. Submission locked in on Soul Ruca, who's in some trouble here. Gigi Dolan wrenching it in on her now, as now Kelani Jordan sees her friend struggling and comes in for the save. Kelani Jordan rolling through now as Kelani Jordan ducking out of the ring here, and Kelani. Oh, kicked back by JC Jane. As JC and Kelani getting into it a little bit now. Gigi Dolan throws Soul Ruca in the corner. Tag made to JC Jane. Off the ropes she goes, and JC and Gigi with a double arm drag. Double penalty kick. Soul Ruca goes down. Kelani wants in, but JC Jane catching Soul off guard. Kicking the head now. Soul Ruca. Tag made. Kelani Jordan in. As Soul Ruca collapses in the corner now. Kelani Jordan. Arm drag. Knocking her back. Kelani Jordan. Big springboard back elbow. Into the back now. Kelani is on top. Kelani Jordan drops the elbow on her here. And Kelani has her in the ropes now. Kelani Has her right where she wants her. Going up to the top rope. Kelani Jordan. Looking for... Oh! Misses a 450 by just about a foot there. But off the rebound. Lands on her feet. Rolls through with a leg drop. Taking her down. Getting her back up to her feet now. And Kelani Jordan. Big elbow strike to JC Jane. Whoa, and JC Jane managing to back her off. Grabs onto her. Throws her across the ring into the corner now. JC Jane. Grabs onto her now. Wrenches back the arm. JC Jane runs the ropes. And arm drag to Kelani Jordan. Kelani rolls her through now. Cover. Kelani Jordan. 1, 2. No! She nearly kept Fatal Influence from winning the titles back, though. As now JC Jane grabs onto her. Puts her in the corner. And throws her across the ring. Tag made. Gigi Dolan is in. As now Gigi's grabbed a hold of Kelani. German suplex into a cover now. Kick out from Kelani. Now Kelani leaps out and makes the tag. Sol Ruca in. Facebuster from Sol Ruca. As Sol Ruca runs the ropes now. They collide. Big shoulder block there. Taking down Gigi Dolan. Sol grabs onto her now, and Sol Ruca throws her back into the ring. Grabs a hold of her now. Sol Ruca with Gigi Dolan. Sol grabs the ropes. Springboard. Crossbody. Into a cover now. Sol Ruca for the 1. No! Kick out from Dolan. Gets her back up to her feet. Big leg sweep there from Sol, who hits the ropes down. Sol Ruca, big splash onto Dolan. Into a cover now, taking her down. Cover for the 1, 2. No! Another kick out from Dolan. As Gigi Dolan stays alive in it. Sol Ruca. Right hook to JC Jane. Trying to keep both members of the Fatal Influence at bay. Cheap shot there from JC. As Gigi now grabs a hold of her, and Gigi Dolan. German suplex takes her down. As now Gigi Dolan. Oh! Takes a cheap shot. And Dolan gets wiped out now. Sol Ruca. What a showboat! Flying crossbody. Sol Ruca grabs onto her now, and Sol Ruca throws her back into the ring. Is where she wants her now, and Sol Ruca. Here we go. Springboard's in. No! Tag made to JC Jane mid-frog splash. JC hits the boot. Hooks the leg. 1. Kelani with the save. As now JC Jane throws Sol Ruca into the corner of Toxic Attraction. Fatal Influence. As head first of the turnbuckle. Sol Ruca in trouble as JC Jane putting her boot to her here. She takes her down now, and now JC Jane has her down. Sol is in trouble. Sol is down, and JC Jane is just mouthing off to her now as, wait a minute. Kelani Jordan trying to get in the ring. The referee's not letting her. Threatening disqualification if she does. Sol Ruca now slides in. Drop kick. Knocks her down. Kicking away at her now. Now they collide. Oh! JC Jane! And Gigi Dolan cheap shot to Sol Ruca, taking her down again. As Kelani Jordan desperate for the tag. JC Jane with another cheap shot. But Kelani answers back. As JC Jane knocks her off the apron. Sol Ruca. What a cover. Slips through. 1, 2. No. JC Jane rolls her through, and JC Jane. 1, 2. No. Sol Ruca counters it. 1. No. JC Jane kicks out. As Sol Ruca now runs the ropes. JC Jane ducks her, and JC Jane. What a slam. Tag made to Kelani. Now Kelani. Jordan! Avoids the big kick now. Comes in. Gets caught, though. German suplex from JC Jane now. Sol Ruca thrown in the corner of Toxic Attraction. JC Jane choking out Kelani in the ropes. Whips her off of him. Kelani now grabs onto JC. Oh, knocking her into Sol and Kelani. Jordan. Drop kick there. A drop kick there. Sol. Oh, what a splash to the outside. Kelani out of the way now as Kelani Jordan gets out of the way. And things are starting to look like they might be turning in the favor of the tag champs. Roll up, cover. 1, 2. Kick out from JC Jane. As Kelani, forearm strike from JC Jane. Grabs a hold of her now, and Kelani Jordan in trouble. JC Jane swings her around, and JC Jane lifts her up, takes her down. Bit of a glam slam there. Sol Ruca. Elbow drop breaks it up. Sol Ruca wiping herself out a bit there. She helps her tag partner up now, and Sol Ruca grabs the ropes, knocking back Gigi Dolan, and Sol Ruca. Oh no! Accidentally hitting Kelani, and Gigi Dolan with the swinging sunset flip because of it. 1, 2, no! The miscommunication from Sol and Kelani nearly ended their title reign. This has been one of the best women's tag title matches I think I've ever seen in the LS11 universe. It could go any way at any moment. As Kelani Jordan. Hurricane run off the top. Do a cover now. Oh, and the referee goes down. Sol Ruca now. The referee was taken out by JC Jane, so Sol Ruca is taking the fight to JC. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Power slams her. Gigi Dolan taken into the corner now. Kelani Jordan flips her across the ring. As both women down on the outside now. And Kelani Jordan now goes over the top rope, and Kelani looks to go over a big springboard. Oh no! She hits the referee on accident. As Kelani rolls Gigi through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I could count to 100. There's no damn referee. And Gigi Dolan into an octopus stretch. Kelani had the match won. And now it could be all for nothing. Drop toe hold, knocking down Gigi Dolan as Kelani Jordan pulls her in, and Kelani's got her up on her shoulders, but Kelani Jordan, how much does she have in her? Taking her down. As Kelani now, Kelani Jordan going up to the middle rope here. She is feeling it. She is feeling fired up. But JC Jane giving her a little distraction that opens Gigi Dolan up to pull her back in, and Dolan sends her into the corner. Shoulder block. And again. Pulls her back in now. Kelani Jordan goes down with a backdrop. Takedown from Dolan now into a cover on Kelani. 1, 2, no! As now Gigi Dolan taking down Sol Ruca, which has left Kelani 2-on-1 against the Fatal Influence. Suplex into a cover now, and there's no Sol to make the save. 2, kick out from Kelani. Kelani grabs her though, rolls Gigi through as in desperation. 1, 2, no! She takes a step back. Oh, and JC Jane with a cheap shot. Gigi back into the submission. And Kelani's desperately trying to fight. Soul sees her struggling. It's over. The visual pin while the ref was down, followed by a cheap shot from JC Jane and another octopus stretch similar to the AJ Lee's Black Widow, let's call it what it is, from Gigi Dolan. Fatal Influence have recaptured the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. JC Jane and Gigi Dolan are your two-time NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, which means that 3 out of the 4 members of Fatal Influence have gold now. Main events coming up. Joe Hendry, Jimmy Uso, NXT Championship.
Now roll the footage.
Joe Hendry makes things better, but there's still so much to see. Joe Hendry makes things better for everyone in NXT.
Joe Hendry, so prestigious. 'Cause if you like some, we'll come and collect some. And if you like some, we'll come and collect some. 'Cause Hendry is the star of the heavyweight division. He's gonna travel the world and then fill the arenas. 'Cause he's the best thing on television. 'Cause if you like some, we'll come and collect some. And if you like some, we'll come and collect some. Joe Hendry, so prestigious. 'Cause if you like some, we'll come and collect some. And if you like some, we'll come and collect some. 'Cause Hendry is the star of the heavyweight division. He's gonna travel the world and then fill the arenas. 'Cause he's the best thing on television.
Tonight, I give them something to believe in, or they shouldn't believe anymore. Is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NXT Championship. It has all come to this. Joe Hendry, for the second year in a row, around the same time of the year as well, finds himself staring down a villainous world champion who surrounded himself with dominant faction members to help him keep the world title by all means necessary. Joe Hendry finds himself in the position of a savior once again as he looks to try and end the era of NXT's Tribal Chief. It's about to go down. This is the biggest match of Joe Hendry's LS11 career, if you ask me. Because he's not going after a historic world title reign like he was last year against Samoa Joe. But this year, if he doesn't win this, I don't know that we see Joe Hendry this Tuesday. because this man has threatened to end Joe Hendry. This man has tried to end Joe Hendry. Jimmy Uso, NXT's Tribal Chief, the leader of the Forsaken, the NXT champion with his wise man, William Regal, by his side. Conspicuous by their absence are Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu tonight. As Regal, the wise man of the Forsaken, applauds. He was the man who saw potential in Jimmy and Jay and FCW. And he's the man that has been the puppet master of the Forsaken. As Jimmy throws his one to the sky, and Regal demands everyone rise and acknowledge Jimmy Uso as their tribal chief. Jimmy has silenced every doubter who's called him a Timu Roman Reigns, who has called him a dollar store bloodline, by beating their favorites. Last month, Worlds Collide, he beat Keith Lee to unify the TNA and NXT titles. He beat Trick Williams at Stand and Deliver. He dominated Wes Lee at the Great American Bash. Every time Jimmy has stepped in this ring to defend the title, he has won. As he's just scowling at those men right there in the Joe Hendry shirts. Jimmy is soaking this in. And there's Jimmy Uso. He's been playing off Hendry like a joke, but that look on his face tonight tells you all you need to know. Now that it's time for that bell to ring, he knows he is looking at across the ring at a former world champion, at a history maker, at one of the quickest rising stars of the LS11 universe. A man that, as we've seen, went from nothing to everything. As it seems Jimmy has gotten the movements, he's gotten the entrance, he's gotten the grandstanding of the tribal chief down. He's got it down to a science, it almost seems. As he throws the one up again and makes everyone acknowledge their NXT champion. It's all about him. All about Jimmy Uso. Joe Hendry does not look intimidated. He looks focused. And Jimmy looks determined to end a man's career tonight. Jimmy looks like he's ready for a path of destruction. This is not going to be pretty. I can tell you that. This is going to be a fight. This is going to be a war. As there it is, the newly designed NXT Championship. Shout out, what's the status? Feel like you know the tags to find things by him on Community Creations. As for once, it is something with tags. This is your main event. The challenger from Edinburgh, Scotland, Joe Hendry, the champion from Tampa, Florida, Jimmy Uso. As here we go. Jimmy starting with the big jabs. Joe Hendry headbutts him. It is going to be a feeling out process right now. Jimmy with a right hook puts Joe in the corner, but Joe answers back, and Joe Hendry goes for the jumping knee strike. Jimmy goes for the super kick. Joe, right hook, goes for the chop. Jimmy with a right hook. Jimmy with a chop. Hendry, headbutt sends the Tribal Chief reeling. As Jimmy goes for the super kick, Joe Hendry swings him around and goes for the kick. Jimmy sweeping the leg. Throwing the chops now. Jimmy Uso firing away at him. Knocks him in the ropes into another chop. Jimmy taking down Joe. Pops up and Uso stomps Hendry in the ribs. Hendry back to his feet now as Jimmy Uso's got him up. Samoan drop. Takes him down. Regal going into that turnbuckle immediately. It's now Jimmy sending Joe Hendry off the ropes. Joe Hendry counters. Hendry clothesline. Knocks him down. Joe with another right hook now. Firing away at him. Jimmy counters. Punches him in the ribs now as Jimmy Uso goes for the super kick. Joe Hendry. What a lariat! As Hendry goes down on the ground and pound on Jimmy, taking him down. Jimmy Uso getting back to his feet, goes for the forearm. Right hook knocking him back. Countered. Hendry swung around. Clothesline. Connecting. Big kick there, knocking him back now. As Hendry grabs him. Tilt-a-whirl sidewalk slam, taking him down. And now Hendry knocked back. Jimmy Uso. Countered by Joe. Joe Hendry's got him now, and Joe looking for freak of nature. And Joe Hendry now with Jimmy Uso. He's got him. Standing ovation. He's got him for the cover. But Jimmy Uso gets the shoulders up. I can't quite tell if that was going to be 3 if it hadn't been for Regal's interference, but here we go. Now the slugfest begins. It has been nothing but bad blood between Hendry and the Forsaken since this all began. Since this all began in the lead up to Worlds Collide, where Jacob Fatu began ambushing Joe Hendry, laid him out, put him in the hospital with a prolonged beat down. It's now Hendry getting the better of him. It's on! As they are trading strikes. And neither man got the better of it, but Joe Hendry comes out of it with a clothesline. Jimmy out of the way, though, and Jimmy Uso got him in the way, got him in the ribs, got him in the chin. He's got a hold of him now, Jimmy Uso with Joe Hendry. Throws him off the ropes, elbow strike taking him down. Headbutt now from Jimmy. Jimmy getting him back up to his feet now. Jimmy Uso throws Joe Hendry off the turnbuckle. Fortunately, the referee able to get the turnbuckle pad back on in time. As now Jimmy Uso throws the forearm. Hendry caught with a kick. Uppercut from Jimmy. As Jimmy's got him down now. Jimmy Uso into the back of Joe Hendry. Jimmy goes up to the top rope now, and Jimmy Uso waiting for Hendry to be right where he wants him. Jimmy decides he's not going to waste time, though, as Jimmy Uso clotheslines Joe Hendry out of the ring. And Jimmy, here we go, hits the ropes, and massive dive to Joe as they spill out of the ring. Into the barricade now goes Hendry. Jimmy Uso's got the leg now, and Jimmy taking out the leg of Joe. Grabs a hold of him now, and Hendry post. Oh my God. The ding from Joe Hendry's head hitting the ring post. Over at the count of 6. 7 count. Hendry sent back into the ring at the count of 8. Jimmy up to the top rope at the count of 9. And... oh! Hendry out of the way. Hendry now going for standing ovation, but Jimmy headbutt. A move made famous by his uncles and his grandfather. The elders of the bloodline that Jimmy considers himself a forsaken member of. After everything Roman put him through. After everything that happened all those years ago, is Jimmy now. Just going to ground and pound on Joe Hendry. And now Jimmy with Joe. Off the ropes, Jimmy Uso. Whoa, went for a big super kick, Joe Hendry. Caught with a forearm. It's Regal removing the turnbuckle pad again. Count of 2 now as Jimmy moves to stand in the way of that turnbuckle pad as if to say, you're not going to stop me from using it. As Hendry comes back into the ring. Jimmy with a big right hook. And now Jimmy tries to throw Hendry at the referee. Hendry answers back though, and Hendry forearm strike into another. Hendry's got him now, and Joe Hendry sends him off the ropes. Hendry causes him to collide with the referee, and Joe Hendry has Jimmy Uso up again now, and Joe Hendry, freak of... no! A DDT counter from Jimmy. There's Jimmy Uso now. Super kick to Joe. Hendry goes down as Jimmy now, sizing him up. Jimmy Uso. Super kick. 1, 2, no! As now Jimmy's got him, and here we go. Same way you laid him out on Tuesday. Tequila Sunrise is in. As he's torquing it back. Look at the pressure being put on Joe Hendry's neck right now. Hendry's in trouble. Jimmy Uso wrenching it back on him. Hendry fighting for his life right now. Jimmy Uso wrenching it back as Joe Hendry in trouble. Jimmy Uso. Oh, Hendry. There's the forearm. Jimmy swings him around. Jimmy's got him. Countered. Hendry counters. Now Joe Hendry's got him. Joe Hendry going for him again, but Jimmy countering the standing ovation a second time with another headbutt. It drops Hendry now, and Jimmy Uso telling everyone, look at their hero. He grabs Hendry and Jimmy with Hendry back into the ring. Up to the top, and Jimmy Uso hits the splash. Good night. 1, 2. No! Hendry kicked out of the splash. And Jimmy is infuriated. Jimmy Uso is infuriated that Hendry kicked out of the splash. Because now Jimmy is arguing with the referee. As Regal grabs a hold of Hendry, and Hendry taking down William Regal. Hendry drops the wise man. Oh, and a super kick to the referee. As Jimmy comes in, and Hendry standing ovation. He's got the clear 3. As Jimmy rolls out of the ring. Oh, son of a bitch. The Gorillas of Destiny. The rev down off that super kick, and the Gorillas using those gorilla tactics Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the former NXT Tag Team champions now. Ambushing Hendry on the outside. As Tama Tonga sends Hendry in for Tonga Loa. Powerbomb. Gun stun. As God, now these damn gorillas. Oh, wait a minute, there are the Rascalz. Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz. Hendry's buddies from back in TNA. Old allies from the TNA days. Before Worlds Collide. As Wentz and Miguel taking the fight to Tama Tonga. Going after the MFT. As they're taking turns jabbing him. Sending him back towards backstage. Tama Tonga being kept at bay as these two are just moving in tandem offense. As wait a minute, there's Wesley! And Wesley, another victim of the Forsaken. He's going after Tonga Loa. Wesley throwing Tonga Loa out into the crowd. As Miguel and Wentz have taken Tama Tonga out of the mix, and Wesley is looking to do the same to Tonga Loa. These fans chanting for the Rascalz, chanting for Joe Hendry to do this. As Wesley, hold on a minute, wiping out Tonga Loa with the cardiac kick. As now I think he's gonna do it. Joe, with Jimmy back into the ring, the referee is stirred. These people, they believe in a new NXT champ. Standing ovation. 1, 2. Son of a bitch. Jacob Fatu. The enforcer, the damn enforcer, is here. As Jimmy. Tequila Sunrise in on Hendry. Who rolls back through it. Right into a super kick from Fatu. As the referee trying to get back in here, he's gonna throw this thing out. As Jimmy super kicks him again. The thing I think many of us forget is that at this point, the Forsaken pretty much run this place. As the referee and Joe Hendry both get taken out again, and Jimmy is given the order. What? Hold on just a minute. Hold on just a damn minute. That's true. He knows exactly what it's like to be on this side of things. To be the underdog, to be the fan favorite, to be beloved. He knows what it's like for the fans to want you to win the world title so desperately from a tyrant, only to have it ripped away by the villainous faction's enforcer. Drew went through this same thing last year at SummerSlam. We heard him talking about Joe Hendry before, how much respect he has for Joe Hendry, how proud he is of how far Joe Hendry's come as Drew is sizing up Jacob Fatu. Claymore! It seemed anyone that could take out Fatu was gone, until now. With another one, because Fatu is still getting up. As Drew grabs him, and Drew McIntyre grabbing Fatu by the scruff of the neck and dragging the Samoan werewolf across ringside. As Hendry is down, the referee is down, Regal is down, the Rascalz are gone, the Gorillas are gone, and Jimmy is only able to watch on in horror as Drew McIntyre is manhandling his enforcer, the one man that can physically stand up to him that's here right now. Drew McIntyre. Not this time. Through the announce table. And Drew just gives the nod to the rising Joe Hendry. As the sheriff makes his leave. As now the standoff is going down. Hendry throws the strike. Jimmy counters. Hendry and Jimmy, it's just a stare down. Neither getting the better. As it's down to just these two slugging it out. As Jimmy knocks him back. And Jimmy Uso goes low. As a new referee has entered the ring. And with no referee in sight, Jimmy Uso. What the fuck? And with no referee in sight, Jimmy goes up. Oh my god! Hendry out of the way. Hendry out of the way. Hits the big knee. And Joe. And there's a new referee. Is that my boy John Cone? That's Hendry. The Forsaken are all gone. He's up to the top of the top. Standing ovation. 1, 2, 3. The reign of the Forsaken over NXT is over. Hendry flies off the top with the standing ovation as John Cone slides in the ring. Never once did anyone assisting Hendry lay a hand on Jimmy Uso. Yeah, I know that's what it looked like. That's exactly what it was based on. You're not smart for figuring it out. Your winner and new NXT champion, Joe Hendry. It's a new era for the silver and the black.